What's up, everybody? Mr. OG Games here, and I want to do a little daily routine, if you want to call it, for your farms. Now, what's the point of having farms if you're not going to utilize them properly? So I've come up with something that I do every day at certain times to keep my farms producing the most that I can possibly get to help build my main castle. So I've saved this one farm here to kind of take you through a run through of kind of what I do. So as soon as I sign in, of course, I get my reward, smack that little guy, and I'll go right in and collect 6 hours worth of stuff. And then from there, it can take a whole lot of angles. You can really, and depending on the troops that you have, like right now in this farm, I've got plenty of BP, or troops worth anyway, so I'm not wasting any more gems on troops. I'm more or less sending them out to gather. I will hit the artifacts up, do my free conjure. I will hit that 3 times a day. So in the morning, when I come back on after a 4-hour gather, usually around my lunchtime, and then just before server restart, I'll do the same process. That's why I'm hitting all 3 of those up as well. It's not rocket science. You basically want to utilize the most that you can possibly get out of these farms. That way you can maximize everything that you possibly can in order to grow your main up. Now I will be also, as you can see, doing, well, I've pretty much converted this one actually. I'm looking at, my stone mines, which I have quite a few, and then, so I really can't do much more until I level up this castle as far as changing out some mines. So I've got this one pretty much where she needs to be. This castle is an 18, and just keeping the daily routine will keep me producing the most I can. Now in this account you can see gear, not much to write home about, but also on a farm, say for instance, we'll take this. Hold on, let me go out here to the blacksmith here. In farms, your equipment, and I'll show you here. I guess we could use, certain things for army size limit, but you're not going to get, let me get out of that one. You're not going to get really any type of real farming buffs until you get to 15. So I will start to move a little towards this so I can gather my speed boost, do some army expansion ones, equipment, that way I can boost the amount of troops that I can send out, and then the rest I'll just focus on speed, basically, to get me speed and load boost are probably the only 2 that you're going to be able to really utilize, that and the army expansion on a farm. But as you can see, I need a little bit of work on that. But we do our daily chores, of course. We'll go in and we will donate to your farm alliance to help grow that tech on the farm. I don't spend more than just a few minutes in each farm. Get my little daily here, and then of course when I come back in 4 to 5 hours, both times we'll donate back to tech as well again, that way to try to maximize the most out of that. Now, a couple different ways you can go about gathering. I always look for the big mines, me personally. That way, say for instance, it's a day where I might not be able to return but another time, or maybe once I'll hit a big mine. That way I know my troops are there pretty much all day, and then when I do get back, they're So as you can see right now, we've got some people occupying this. Right now I'm trying to build up my iron, so we're going to go ahead, because I don't know what my afternoon's looking like, we're going to go ahead and smack up 2 of these, and as long as nobody joins, we'll be able to split the remaining amount, which will be much more than a tile. That's pretty much how I look at it, is if I can get in there, see kind of who's where, who's doing what, and if it outweighs a tile, even if others join, I'll make sure to stick with that. I'll go ahead and hit this little 5 here too. Oh, no you won't, because you have utilized all your troops on your iron mines, Mr. OG. But that's sort of what I do on the farms. And then of course, with every farm, I come down and I send flowers to my main alliance to keep that growing as well. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what I will do when I first log into the farm each day. I will rinse and repeat 2 more times that day, unless something, like I said, comes up. Also, I try to group all my farms together, so that way I can have, I think I need 2 more brought over. I think I got a little guy, yep, over here. That way when it comes time to cleaning farms, you're not going full blown across the map. I never put my farms in territory. I always keep them close to my main, but not right up on my main. But if you do your farm successfully and you stick to a routine daily, you'll be able to maximize the amount of resources that you can gather. Opposed to hitting it once a day is, I mean, if you're hitting it every 4 to 6 hours, that's roughly 3 times a day, you're going to get 3 times the amount out of it. So it just comes down to how much you can actually log on, get into your farm, and exercise what your farm has to offer, so that way you can get in here and maximize everything for your main. Now I usually don't spend this much time on a farm, so I'll go ahead and hit this one up while I'm here. Usually I'm bouncing between all 12 to 13 farms, roughly spending 3 to 4 minutes per farm. It doesn't take long, guys, so just keep this rhythm, keep this routine, and you can go ahead and maximize what you get out of your farm. And at the ultimate end goal, it's to feed that main and keep it fed, so that way you can utilize those resources for building, donations, tech, your own, college, building. I mean, there's tons of stuff that you need resources for daily, and if you've got a good daily routine on your farms, you'll be able to maximize what your farm can offer and bring to your main. But as always, if you guys like the video, smash the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.